shoot. Hey. Listen to the wrong music. Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M. Lawson, and I am back with a new episode of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. We took a short break because, it was the holidays, and, we needed a break for the holidays, right? I didn't take much of a break because I moved during the holidays, but I still tried to take some time off and enjoy the family. So, Michelle, I hope you did as well.
I brought it in as I usually do, drinking. Yeah, that was my break. I created some drinks, some Grinch and some sunshine.
Oh,
and, yes, and played the game Spoons. If you've never heard of it, I lost all 10 of my nails. So don't try and play Spoons.
Okay, wait, now you got to tell me about Spoons.
You know about Spoons?
I don't know about those spoons.
Oh, okay, then you don't worry about it. If you don't want to lose your nails, don't worry about it.
Oh, now see, but now you have us all intrigued. We need to know what Spoons is.
Oh, Lord. I don't have insurance for nobody. So guess what? That's for a whole nother show. Look, I don't have insurance. I don't want to be damaging nobody. So look, nothing. I lost my nails and see, I had to start off all over again. Okay. And my nails was long.
Yeah. That's all right, because we're going to have our diva back together next month.
Absolutely.
DMV to see me for the Black History Month Literary Weekend.
Absolutely. I can't wait. Absolutely. I got to come up and show out.
I'm not mad at you. That's the way we do.
Absolutely. 2 queens. Look, it's not enough room for 2 queens, honey.
It is. It is.
Oh, yeah. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. We got 3 queens. Well, 4.
We got all kinds of queens.
You know what? You're right. Let me just shut it down. You're right.
It's a parade of queens.
A parade of queens, and we're going to shut the men down. But they're still going to be our kings.
Right. Oh, look, Mark already popped up in here.
Hey, my brother. One of our biggest supporters.
Yes, he is. Gotta love him. We're going to miss him this year.
I know. It sucks. Mark, you should have came, but it's okay. It's okay.
You understand you got some other things going.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he sold pretty well last year from what I can remember.
Absolutely. Mark and I we met at the Black Ink.
Yes.
And we did not know we were actually.
Technically, y'all met on my show because you met before the Black Ink.
Right. And then we actually seen each other and didn't even know each other and kind of linked up at Black Ink. And then came to you guys that February. And so ever since then, we've been meeting and connecting everywhere else. So it's like we're family.
Exactly. I love it.
We're family. So I absolutely love him. He is a gem. And if you don't have his books, I don't know what you're waiting for. Absolutely. He is a true king.
All right. So now those of you who are wondering who this lovely lady is, because I didn't exactly introduce her. We just jumped in there because that's what we do. And it's actually amazing because I met Michelle Knight. She's a children's author, and she's also the creator of Black Moms Reality Showcase. Bookcase.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I said showcase. My bad. Bookcase.
But I'm a showcase too, because look, I'm a comedian, all that.
And she is, and I'm gonna tell you, that's how we met. So what happened, right? We met through another event with another book promoter who's here in the DMV area. Her name is Roberta. And I was a sponsor for her. Yes. And I was a sponsor for her event. And I was trying to get in touch with the authors to let them know I was going to be interviewing them to get ready for the show, for the event. But for some reason, I couldn't get in touch with Michelle. So I said, okay, I guess Michelle not interested in doing the show. So I just went ahead and scheduled people. And all of a sudden, I get a call from this woman with this angry New Orleans accent. Why was I disinvited from being interviewed? I was like, what? Whoa, no, that's not how it went. But after that, I was like, okay, I know we're gonna be friends from from here on out.
The New Orleans twang only come out when I'm mad. So she got the baby. Let me tell you one thing. One thing I know, and two things for sure. She got that part. Now, normally I'm professional and I can switch it up, but that day I was like, "Hold on, wait a minute. Why everybody moving and I ain't in the midst of the moving parts? What's going on? Why y'all forgot all about me? Why y'all forgot about me?" And she said, "No, we didn't forget about you. You just didn't answer your phone." I don't answer numbers that I don't know. It could be a
Yeah.
bill collector.
But it was a 504 number. You should have picked that up.
That could have been a family member asking for money. I don't deal with my family like that. I don't deal with them people like that.
I got you, girl. I
So
got
therefore, yeah, I didn't answer that 504. No, baby. I love y'all. My family, I love y'all, yeah. But I ain't finna answer y'all phone call. I'm in Virginia now. Yeah. Look, he said, when I break out that twang, you are absolutely right. Bail money set aside.
But I'm gonna tell you, I am so happy because, like I said, ever since that moment, I knew we were gonna be friends, and we've been friends ever since. And so this is Michelle's second year participating in the Black History Month Literary Weekend, and I'm telling you, this year is gonna be so amazing. I mean, amazing. It was amazing last year.
It was amazing last year.
Just a lot of the things that we are incorporating for this year. The meet and greet is going to be beautiful. Diana is not even coming as an author this year. She's coming as a chef, and she is preparing the meet and greet meal. Yes.
I can't wait.
Yes. Shouts out to Diana Riley, Chef Diana Riley. I know you're going to be popping on later because you always do. She's going to be doing the meet and greet. We're going to have the same band back. That band was popping.
The band was popping.
Yeah. And this year we're going to have a fashion show during the brunch.
What?
Yes. And the designer is from New Orleans too.
Come on, go.
Yes.
Shut your mouth and call me Suzanne. Yes, honey. Nobody can do it like we do it, huh?
You're right. You're right.
Absolutely. Okay.
If I get these tickets sold the way I want to get these tickets sold, I'm gonna have a little surprise for y'all during the brunch.
Yeah. Let me tell you, last year was wonderful, and to say that Dr. Lawson, and I'm gonna call her Rhonda because that's my sister, and I can do that, not y'all. When I went, and to say it was my first time doing a whole weekend and not just a one-day event, I was kind of skeptical about being with a bunch of people that I did not know for a whole weekend and having to go in packs and ride with people. So my bougie self, I rented my car because I won't be bothered with nobody else like that. I don't know them folks. Them folks don't know me, and I get to popping off, and then But the way she planned everything, the way everything just curated together, we became family. I mean, we went out to eat together, we danced together, we partied together. Everything we did together. If we went to a restaurant and people looked like they were disappearing, we knew to exit together. It was no doubt about it. And so we actually became like inseparable. So now when we go to different events, it's like, you're gonna be there, you're not gonna be there, give me your stuff, I'm gonna be there. And so now that's what made me want to be at this event this year. And I was hoping some of these same people did come or attend, even though I know other people have to get the opportunity and the experience, and I want everybody to have the experience as well. But I absolutely enjoyed myself last year, and I can't wait to see who I'm going to meet this year and who else is going to become my family this year.
Yeah, and I would tell you, it is scary when you have such synergy because everybody just clicked and got along so well. It's scary when you bring on new people because, like, what if they break that synergy? What if they come in and doing this and that and the other? But I have a good feeling about the people who are going to be a part of this year's event. There was an author who I wasn't able to get in touch with, kind of like you, but he called me And I was like, oh, he gonna be so mean. And he
Mhm.
wound up being so cool. We talked to each
Really.
other for a while. I was like, okay, yeah, I like this.
Mhm.
We're gonna have a good synergy again.
Well, and because personable, everybody can't take me because New Orleans people sometimes we come off aggressive with the way we talk, but it's not intentional. We just friendly,
Right,
and
right.
everybody can't take our friendliness. Hey, baby, how you doing? How you doing, baby? How you doing,
We
baby? Why you
love him.
touching that? Don't touch that. That don't belong to you. And so people get offended by that, or they feel like they're too bougie, and they
Right.
um, can you please give me a bottle of water, please? Um, my outfit actually came from du jour, and I'm wearing something better than somebody else. Boo boo kitty, you don't know where my stuff came from. You don't know my story. Don't act like you're better than me. And
Right.
that's just I'm genuine and I'm
Mhm.
not fake, and so I can't deal with fake people, and that's why I had rented my own car because I needed my own space and that part.
That's
She know
understandable.
how I am. But I'm gonna be a real person. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm gonna take care of you. With us being together.
Absolutely, absolutely. But like I said, I am really happy that you were coming back. I remember us talking about this, and I remember
Mhm,
it was me, Shanita, Shartia. We were
mhm,
all like, "No,
mhm,
you gotta come back."
mhm, mhm. And Shantia's gonna be there. Oh Lord, that's double
Yes,
trouble.
yes. So, well, now for the people who don't know, well, first of all, before I even go there, I'm hoping that you all are feeling the love for this event. This is the Black History Month Literary Weekend.
Mhm, mhm.
And for those of you who may not have heard of the event, I'm going to tell you that it's a beautiful event. I don't know if you've seen the video, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the video so you can see what we're talking about. And then we're going to move from there. So here's the video. I love that video.
You did that, Queen. You did that.
Thank you.
You did that.
So tell us about the books that you're going to be bringing to DC with.
So let me first say, my name is Arthur Michelle Knight, and I am originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. Yay, NOLA. But I currently reside in Virginia. People always ask me why did I move from NOLA to Virginia. And I always ask them, do you want my top 10, my top five, or number one reason? Those folks have lost their mind. But I love my people. Here, I absolutely love it. I've just gotten to an age where it's more serene. It's better for my children, my grandson, and it's peaceful. I'm prior military. My husband, Marine, prior military. My son. So it's just beautiful. I'm closer to Rhonda. More events are around this area, and I travel a lot. I love to travel. You'll probably see at every vendor event I can get my hands on. Um, people ask me what made me start writing because it was not me. It was nothing but God.
Mhm.
God woke me up 3 days, and I ain't listen. When God spanks you and talks to you and touch you, you better listen. And so, the first night, God woke me up in the middle of the night, and I had been going through a Great Depression.
Mm.
So he woke me up that first night because I didn't know what was my next step. I had just retired from the VA, again, prior military. And he woke me up the first night, and I was like, God, I am asleep, bruh. And that's the way I talk to my God, bruh.
You
In the
know, when
middle
you
of
have your relationship with God, and when you have a relationship with somebody, you talk to them, they
the
know
night.
you.
Right,
You don't
bruh.
have to sound like the pastor.
3 o'clock in the morning, I'm turning over. And that's what I did. I turned over. And the second night, he was like, 3 o'clock in the morning, wake up.
Mm.
And I was like, bruh. And so he was like, okay, you're just not going to sleep tonight. And I was like, yes, I am. And I tossed and I turned. He was like, get up and write what I'm asking you to write. And I said, no. And so the third night, he woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning again. And he said, if you write what I'm asking you to write,
Mm.
you'll have the best sleep you've ever had. My husband
Mm.
said I woke up about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I had all the cows, hogs, alligators was in our backyard because I had done called them from all the snoring I was doing.
Mm.
But when I woke up, I wrote in the dark with my cell phone, and 20 minutes, my husband looked at me like, what you writing? God, he would not let me go to sleep. Let me write what he's telling me to write, and boom, bam, boom. And so from there, my very first book was called God Don't Make Junk. But it was a lesson, it was a teachable moment he wanted me to learn.
Right.
And so from there, I wrote my first book. The next morning in my Instagram, it was a publisher out the blue.
Wow.
So that's how I knew God was ordering my steps. He said, no, you're not going to sit in depression. You're not defeated. I kept you here for a reason. Because many don't know that I had 10 blood clots in my each one of my lungs. I had a
Mm.
pulmonary embolism, and I was diagnosed with MS all in 2017 at the same time. And I was bedridden
Wow.
for 6 months. And so just depression had just took me over because I thought I was out of here. And so when God gave me that, I was like, okay, what else you want me to do? And
Mm.
so he gave me that moment as a teachable moment for me that this is what you're about to start doing, teaching other people, because our young people, they're about to go into a void. And so when you look at our generation X, Z, what is it? Z,
What
B,
are
A,
we
B,
at now?
C,
I think we're in the Generation Z, but I think don't they just call themselves millennials now?
millennials, A, B, C,
Yeah.
D, E, F, G, all them people.
Made ourselves sound so
It ain't
old.
us. Them folks. So he gave me that. And from there, he just continued to give me books after books after books. And I was like, God, bruh, I can only write so fast. And
Right.
so, and then it costs money to make these books. But he said he's gonna provide. And so I was like,
Right.
so in which he did. So one of the books, which is my newest book, although it was created in I want to say 2019 or 2020, somewhere around there, it was a hot mess. I knew
Mm.
nothing about illustrations. I knew nothing about publishing. I knew nothing about owning rights, nothing compared to now when God had me go through the tunnel and this, that, and yeah. I felt like Harriet going through the tunnel looking for some light. So then it was called God Don't Make Junk. And this is the new version done by myself,
It's
published
beautiful.
by myself compared to the old one, God Don't Make Junk. And it's a beautiful rendition. It's a
Yes.
sweet story. Um, I absolutely love that all of my books focus on our African American children, so they can see themselves. I
Yes.
love that our children are able to see themselves. They can understand the books, um, and it gives them a teachable moment. Um,
Right.
So with this book, it says God Don't Make Junk inspires children to celebrate their individuality, affirming that every person has their own special talent, even if it's not immediately obvious. With its encouraging narrative and bold illustrations, this wonderful children's tale encourages young readers to embrace their own journey of self-discovery, emphasizing that everyone excels in their own one way, which is absolutely true because I didn't know what God wanted me to do. I tried to make t-shirts, I tried to do this, I tried to do that, but God wanted me to be a writer. And I absolutely love doing it. So right now I have this one. We have a journal that's coming out that should be completed by the 15th of January because there are not many journals for young boys or young kings. And it
Yeah.
says, my feelings matter too. And what I hope for that journal, because boys don't journal or they don't journal enough, it's more appropriated for girls, and girls should write more. But our young kings don't have any way to express their feelings. So it has affirmations in it as well. It has definitions in it to increase their vocabulary. And it also has a part where they can write down their feelings. They can rate themselves for the day to see how they're feeling, because our younger generation is not going to always tell us everything that's going
Right.
on in their life. And
Right.
so if they have an outlet, maybe we can save a lot of them from being so angry and being so irritated by somebody who's bullying them about their shoes or whatever the case may be. So just like Heaven, which is my 15-year-old, she's an author as well. She was getting picked on by her shoes. And they were saying, would you only own one pair of shoes? Which of course she doesn't. She has multiple shoes. She's just learning how to fit them with different
Right.
outfits. But because the kids are so cruel, they only look, you're supposed to be paying attention to the book. Why you ain't paying attention to the teacher? You looking at her shoes. What's wrong with you? No, that's what it makes me want to go in the classroom. Why you looking at her shoes? No, I'm that parent. What shoes you got on? What you wore them jeans last year, didn't you? You know that. But y'all forgive me. But I didn't do that.
Yeah, you can't
But
fight with the children now.
yeah, I can't. Now I have. But that was what my younger children, my older children, when my son 27, when he first got his first punch in the eye and nose, I put my hair in ponytails. Now they know I'm old, so yeah, I can't, and they'll probably drag me now. So yeah, but
Girl, you were funny to me. Now, I don't know if you saw this message from Mark. He wanted to know who did your illustration because the artwork is great. And I've got to tell you, when you held that book up, it is captivating.
okay. So that's similar to Shush Don't Tell, which
Hmm.
I usually bring with me as well. Shush Don't
Hmm.
Tell is the one, and I do not have. Well, I'd have to run over there to get it. But if you look at all of my illustrations for my books, they all feature our African American characters, all different shades of brown. Um, and these are all the books that will be coming with us, or coming with me rather. Um, and they all have a lesson that goes along with them, of course. So to make sure that our children are learning to love themselves, to learn that they are somebody in this world, to learn about Jesus. God don't make junk. Church crackers and juice teaches them. Now, let me tell you, some grown folks need church crackers and juice. Um, Hold on, what way my hair's supposed to be going? Okay.
Please.
Church crackers and juice. So church crackers and juice is one of my favorites because I remember getting baptized and then ending up in this white dress like I was about to get married. And I was like, hold on. All I wanted was some crackers and juice. I didn't ask to be married. You know, why am I sitting on the front bench? Do I have a husband? You know how they have them arranged marriages and stuff.
Right.
So why am I sitting here with this thing on my head? You know, after you get baptized back in the old day, you have to wear all white with the socks.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't explain none of that. I wanted to take it back, put me back through the water and take your crackers and juice back. So with this, it explains, it allows the children to understand, you know, the blood of Jesus in his body. So it's a boy named Shelby. And he mad because he's 8 years old. He grown. He feels like he deserves some crackers and juice. Yeah, you know, he like what everybody else can get it, why I can't get it.
Right.
So once his mom explains to him, you know, it's the body of Christ and the blood of Jesus, he's sitting there looking like, hold on. He's sitting there looking, so in order for me to get some crackers and juice, I got to drink Jesus' blood and eat his body. Hold
I
on.
know that does sound scary.
Yeah, let me think about this for a second. Do I really want to eat Jesus' body? No, I'm gonna eat the crackers at home. But then his mom goes into explaining to him, you know, and then he asks his mom, "Were you there with Jesus?" That's a slapping moment. That's definitely a slap. If my children, they already think I was walking with Jesus, but you know, tell me I was born with Jesus. That's a whole nother entity. But it's that part right there. But so I try to make sure the stories are entertaining and
Yes.
that they learn something from the books. The friendship tree. The friendship tree teaches them because they, you know, these children, I'm gonna say these children, not these children, because we were children. These children, this is my New Orleans, these children want everybody to be their friend. That's my friend. Girl, until they done seen some of your private parts, they is not your friend. They
Oh
need
no, not the private parts.
God, how you think my friends became my best friends for 30 years? If you ain't seen some of this and then help me
I
and
got some good friends who ain't never seen my private parts yet.
I don't know how they earned your friendship. Mine earned mine a different way. And they ain't touch them or nothing like that. They, you know, I had that. Now, if you want a story, I can give you a story on how that happened, but
You're about to make me cry. Stop.
so I'm gonna just give you a quick.
Okay, now because I gotta bring on Dr.
I
Miller.
know,
She's waiting in
So
the
it's gonna
wings.
be a quick story because she actually mentioned in
In
here.
fact, come on in, Dr. Miller, so you can hear this
Come on
story.
in, come on in, come on. Is she laughing at me too?
Yes, she's laughing at you.
Jesus. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this a quick story because I know she got to have her time, honey. How you doing, Queen? So in the military, back in the
I'm
day,
doing very well, Queen. How are you?
I'm blessed. Thank you. Blessed
Blessed
and
by the best, right?
hallelujah.
That's
So let me
right.
tell you. So back in the 90s, before they got all these new technologies with, I hope no children are listening, with tampons and stuff like that. So my mom, she raised me on pads. Sorry,
Mhm.
man. Sorry, Mark. Not that you wanted to know this. So we were going for PT. If nobody knows that terminology, physical, we was out there running and stuff, you know. But I was on my menstrual, and so it stank. Y'all know that stuff stank. And so you know, it was that time, 2 mile run. And
It
so my
happened.
friend at the time, she said, "Girl, why you don't use tampons?" I'm like, "What is that? A tampon?" My mama, I got pads. She said, "Girl, here, we got 3 minutes to be downstairs." I said, "Okay." So she gave it to me. She didn't give me no instructions. She gave it to me. And back in the day, it came in cardboard and cotton.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't put the whole cardboard up there, didn't you?
I put the whole cardboard up there and did a 2.5 mile run. I was all cut up in the inside because I didn't know. I didn't know. So when we got back, I said, "Why did you give me this? This hurt. I would have preferred the pad." And she said, "Girl, did you take the cardboard off?" "What cardboard?" "The cardboard that was that was around the cotton."
Now, I have to admit that the first time I used the tampon, I left the cardboard on too, but I was 14.
Okay, well, I was 22. And guess what? Since she gave it to me, she had to dig it out.
You
And
got
that's why
Gloria
she's
Townsend dying. All three of her comments have just been LOL.
so that's why she's still my best friend today, because she went in and took it out. And she, after she laughed for about 45 minutes at me, she went in and still giggling, yanking it out because she couldn't believe I put cardboard in there. And yeah, it hurt like a son of a sucker to take it out. And I've been wearing pads ever since. Yeah.
Okay, so
Not that y'all wanted to know that.
now
But
we have gotten to know author Michelle Knight a
that's
little bit
me.
more, probably a little bit too much.
Too much.
Please go to her website,
Yeah.
bmrbookcase.com, and support these books. And then we also want you to come to the Ivory and Cream Affair Jazz Brunch. So the link is in the chat. And if you purchase your tickets during the show, you will get a whole 20% off. So we want you guys to come out and meet this crazy woman face to face.
Look, I'm even worse in person. So come on out and meet me. Come take a picture, girl. You're gonna have a good time with me. Can't you tell? Oh, don't catch me drinking. Ooh, are we
Oh my
going back
God.
to the,
I'm already just, I'm over here crying. I'm just literally crying.
are we going back to
See what you're getting
the
into?
restaurant? We going
I'm just crying because I'm laughing at you. I had a friend like that too, but it wasn't with the feminine products. But yeah.
Oh, well, for every I have 3 friends, one hand. Oh, so the last thing, friendship tree. 3 types of people: the leaf, the branch, and the root. The leaf are people who come in your life. Um, as long as you got candy, money, clothes, the moment any of that stuff disappear, they blow on away. Let them keep on blowing, baby. Go on down the street, blow. That's like somebody wig blowing down the street. Don't try and catch it. Just let it keep blowing. Because you don't want nobody to know that was your wig that flew up your head. Okay?
Oh
All
my
right.
goodness, Dr. Calenthia is crying for real. I'm seeing her wipe away tears.
I'm just keeping it real.
Y'all, we gotta get rid of this crazy woman so we can talk to Dr. Calenthia. But
All right, I'm sorry.
you guys have got to come out to the Black History Month Literary Weekend, February 22nd through the 24th. Meet this woman. Now, I'm gonna tell you, we have events for everybody. We have, and I'm gonna show y'all the flyers because you know I keep the flyers.
Don't cry, baby. It's okay. It's gonna be all right.
On the first night, it's Thursday night, we're going to have coffee with the authors. It's going to be at PJ's Coffee House. Let me take the comment off so y'all can see it.
That means I gotta cheat, so it better be good.
No, we're going to PJ's. We're not going to the Starbucks. We're going to the PJ's.
I said I gotta cheat.
This is a New Orleans coffee house in Maryland. And it's a Black-owned coffee house. So they're doing their thing over there, and they represent the New Orleans area very well. So
and they got some good muffins.
Yes, we're going to go there, and we're going to have coffee with the authors. So just come on in, grab yourself a cup of coffee, get to know the authors. This is a free event. And then on Friday, we're going to visit some high schools. But then after the high schools, we're going over to Barnes & Noble, where we're going to have a chat and sign. And that's going to be Friday, February 23rd. This is another free event. You can go there and get to know the authors. We're going to do a little book panel. And then we're going to disperse the authors throughout the bookstore. And you get to basically, it's like a mall of authors in Barnes & Noble. And I think everybody sold books that time, didn't they?
Yes, we did.
See, there you go. And then the main event is going to be that Saturday, the Ivory and Cream Affair Literary Jazz Brunch. Our MC is going to be Nerd the Poet. I told you we're going to have a fashion show during the event. Alfred Tumblin, who is a New Orleans / New York fashion designer, and his stuff is beautiful. So he's going to be there showing off his wares. And then we're going to have 2 special guest authors, Marita Golden and Tiffany Warren. You may have heard Tiffany Warren's name. She is actually the executive producer of Favorite Son Christmas, which is based on one of her best-selling books. And then we're going to have all of these authors who are there. We're going to be doing book donations. So purchase a book and you can donate it to Books Breaking Borders. And you'll be meeting Kelsey next month. She'll be on the show so you can get to know her. There's so much going on. So if you would like to be a part of any of this, just go to the Meet the World Image Solutions website for more information. But you definitely want to come to this brunch because it's going to be something amazing. So that's the weekend.
And if you buy now on my website, use the code WINTER. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in tonight to make sure. If you go ahead and purchase a book now, for me to sign at the event, you'll get an additional 15% off right now. So I'll put that code in to last until the 31st.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Miss Michelle. I'm going to see you next month. We're going to jump over to Dr. Calenthia Miller. So God bless you. Just keep doing what you're doing, Michelle. Love you.
I look forward to meeting you, Michelle, next month.
I look forward to meeting you too, Queen. We're going to have a blast, honey.
I feel it already. I see it.
Ooh, in the name of Jesus. Take care.
Right. Bye. Dr. Calenthia!
Hi, Dr. Rhonda.
What you doing?
I'm doing wonderfully well. I cannot complain. Complain about it's a new year, new beginning, new opportunities.
Amen.
A way of understanding what this 2024 is looking like. I've been telling so many people here lately that 2024 is a season of redirection,
yes,
repurpose, reallocating our resources to align with our purposes and our goals. So that's what my 2024 is looking like thus far.
Look at you coming on the show, just dropping jewels already. We haven't even gotten deep into the interview yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you though. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, first of all, before we get started, let's tell everybody a little bit about you. You have a publishing company, Allure Publishing.
I do. Allure Publishing Company. It will be a year old come January 21st. So we're coming up on our year anniversary. So Allure was birthed out of my well, actually, you never know what's going to happen in life. Mine was birthed out of having such a wonderful relationship with Shanitha Finesse, who is the CEO and founder of She Publishing. Yes, She Publishing. And we've had such a wonderful relationship. And one day we were talking and I was like, hey, when are you going to have something out here in North Carolina? And she said, funny that you asked that question. I was wondering if you wanted to do something in North Carolina. And that's where Allure was born, from that conversation. So, yeah.
Wonderful. So now what type of books do you publish?
Every genre, with the exception of erotica. We don't do that, but all the genres, yes.
You know, I remember somebody sent me an erotica book to edit, and she didn't tell me it was erotica. She just was like, I have a book I want you to edit. And then I started reading. I was like, whoa. I said, girl, why you didn't warn me?
I had to take a break.
I was gonna edit it, but I was like, you gotta warn me about these things.
Exactly, right? No, we don't do those things. So everything else we do.
Yes. Now I had a gentleman contact me and tell me he wanted an editor and a publisher for his book, but he said, I've had a lot of people turn me down because it's not a Christian book. And I talk about free thinking, basically, right. At first I was going to say no, but then I told him, I said, as long as it's not of the occult, because I have to draw the line.
We're not doing witches and warlocks and all that good stuff. No, I need to sleep good at night. And
thank you. Now, like if you're just talking about, you're not a Christian and you're talking about think, okay, I can deal with that. But there are just some things I just not going to be able to do.
Right. Oh, I mean, I think as being an author as well as a publisher, you wear those roles. And so I've had several people who have come to me and I've, read their manuscripts and I'm like, you want to be very transparent and you don't want to dash anybody's hopes and dreams about being
Right.
an author, but sometimes you have to be very transparent and very honest, because one thing I can tell you, as far as Allure, and I can say this is for She as well and all the other sister companies, we're about making sure we're honest with people about
Mhm.
what they're doing, and we're not taking anybody's money, right? And I tell everybody, publishing companies don't make any money. At least I'm not making any money, right? My goal is, as I've said, I was listening to Michelle and her reasonings and her how she got into the writing was similar to mine's.
Mhm.
It'll be 2 years come January 19th that I had my stroke. And so, as she said, she has to talk. I have to talk. God has to talk gangster to me as well too. And so, it's just one when she says "dude," or I forgot what the word she
She said,
used, but
"Bruh."
bruh. And so God has to talk to me real gangster, like, like I got to take off the gloves with you. I'm gonna have to hit you in your eye because you're not listening. So,
Mhm.
just being able to understand that role of coming into the game, being an author, and God literally telling me after I had my stroke, where I couldn't do absolutely anything for myself. Literally, I couldn't bathe, I couldn't talk, I couldn't do absolutely anything for myself.
And
And
that's
I
a blessing
remember,
because you would never be able to tell that by looking at you today.
God is good. We serve an awesome God. And I don't throw my religion on anybody, but I tell everybody my walk is a little bit different. It might be with a limp, but it sure beats being underneath. And I did. I literally flatlined. So I say that to say to people, Allure Publishing is not a platform for me, it's for other people. This
Mhm.
platform is for people to showcase what their God-given talents are. And if it's writing, then this platform is for you. It's not about me.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I did want to, yeah, I know you touched on you having a stroke 2 years
Mhm.
ago. What what moved you? And then a year later, you start a publishing company.
Yeah, Lord is, I mean, I can't say it enough. It's just, I literally had my stroke January 19th. I flatlined January 21st.
Wow.
I went back to the doctor. I was in the hospital for, I think, 7, 8 days, I believe it was. I can't even remember the days because it was a blur to me. But I remember going to therapy, and I had to go to speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy. And I remember sitting on the end of my bed one day where my sons had to literally clear me up the stairs because I live in a three-story townhouse. And I
Mm.
remember sitting on the edge of the bed, and I said, Lord, I can't do this. In my mind, I'm saying this, right? I can't do this. I can't continue to live this way. I feel like I'm a burden to my children. I don't want to be a burden to my children. Then also having your children, your grown children, and they're boys. They're not
Right.
girls, they're boys, having to bathe me, having to feed me. And I felt like I was being a disservice to them, and I didn't want them to have to carry that burden with them. And I asked God, I said, God, I don't want to do this anymore. And he said, and he like it's like stop like instantly. He says, well, what do you mean you can't do it anymore? And I said, Lord, I can't do this anymore. And I remember him distinctively saying to me, do you think I'm going to allow you to go through the fire?
Mm.
And he says, sometimes you have to go through the fire. That doesn't mean that you're going to get burnt.
Mm.
And so at that moment, I get chills when I say that. At that moment, I realized that why not me?
Yes.
Why not me? Why should I not have to go through this to see the glory of God? God will touch you like no other man can touch you. And so I said, okay, Lord. I said, what do you want me to do? He says, you tell me what you want to do. And I'm like, oh, here we go, gangster with me, right? And I says, well, I like to write. He says, I know you like to write. So what you waiting on? Just like that. And that next day, which was a Friday, I started writing, and I wrote my first book in 4 weeks.
But now, come on now. There's a difference between writing a book and starting a publishing company. You went a little further.
I did. I did. I wrote my first book in 4 weeks, my second book in 6 weeks. By the time I got to Shanitha and we got to talking, it was probably September, October. It was starting the motions of putting this into play for this publishing company. So it was not even a year. So
Wow.
I mean, I
And
think
you've
go
done a
ahead.
lot. I mean, you haven't just started this publishing company, but you've also hosted events. You're traveling. You're going to be a part of the Black History Month Literary
Yes.
Weekend. You went out to Chicago for Shanita's event.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
you get a
It's just
lot going
a
on.
lot. And you know what? It's nothing but God. It's nothing. I can't take credit for none of this. I had to go, like I said, I had to go through the fire. I didn't get burnt, but I went through the fire and I felt the singe to kind of say, let's get it moving. But it's just a wonderful, uh, just a wonderful feeling to know that God still has favor for me.
Amen.
You know, and he didn't leave me. And so as I tell people, I remember when after I had my stroke, I walked with a limp, and every now and then I still walk with one. And somebody asked me one day, and they said, "You walk with the limp?" I said, "Yeah, I walk with the limp, but that's only allowed me to understand God is always present. He's
Mm,
always going to keep me steady and keep me grounded. So me walking with the limp is just a reminder that I am blessed beyond blessed."
mm. Yeah, I can tell you absolutely are. And
Blessed.
so I thank you for just finding me worthy to be a part of my event. I'm not even sure how we met. We just kind of connected.
Oh, you know what? We met through Pamela James Coleman.
Yes.
And we were supposed to do her event in Virginia back in, I believe it was September, July or September, maybe
Hmm.
one of those
Yeah,
months.
and I wasn't
Yeah.
able to make it, but I sent my boyfriend
Yes, the
presenters.
cookies were amazing. Ooh, the cookies were amazing. Oh my God. I was still saying I didn't even get home with those cookies. Literally, I ate them all, but they were amazing. But yes, that's how we connected. And then we connected with Shanita in her
Yeah,
event. And then we've been talking about some things that I want to do with you as well too on
yeah.
my end. So
And actually, I was just going to mention that because I don't know if you saw Mark Bolsajoy's comment. I'll put it back up when
uh,
he said that you invited him to be a part of a project. Are you ready to talk about that project, or is that?
sure, I definitely can. So one of my books, after I had my stroke, I wrote a book it's called A Love Letter to Me. And that love letter is a letter that has been brewing in my head for a long time, but it had to come to fruition after I had my stroke. And so the love letter is just really a way of affirming who you are and your existence in the world, and how you push yourself and image yourself out to the world. And so what I did was I said, you know what? I've had gotten so many people talking about the book and asking about the book. I said, you know what? I'm going to do an anthology.
Mm,
And so the anthology is the second version of this first book, A Love Letter to Me. So the second book is called A Love Letter to Ourselves, Affirmations from Around the World. So it's just love letters from people who want to tell the world, you know what? I went through some mess. I've gone through a journey, but now I'm affirming who I am in this world. And so there are love letters in the book that's just affirming who they are and how they make it every day, you know. And then this book that I did, like I said, a love letter to me, I would do affirmations, post affirmations, or things, little quotes that I keep myself grounded and keep myself moving. Because like I tell people, I'm not perfect, not on no level. I get up every morning and I say my affirmation at 6:15 in the morning. And I tell people, don't get it twisted. I said, maybe by 10 o'clock, I might be still to the left, but I still, I'm still human. I have moments where people still get on my nerves, but I realize that through affirmation and through telling myself who I am and how I'm beautiful and how I feel about myself, because I
yeah.
didn't always have that for myself. I felt like I was an imposter living an imposter's life. It
Mm,
wasn't me, right? And so I had to go through this journey of stroke and learning to re-love myself and understanding who I was. And people was like, well, you've done all this. I said, but that doesn't mean anything. Titles and stuff don't mean anything if you don't love yourself and don't understand who you are and what your existence is. And so the anthology that Mark is a part of, and thank you, Mark, for being being a part of it. But I really am trying to get this anthology book completed by the time I get to your event. But so far, I have like 17 love letters that have come through thus far. And
okay.
it's just
I'm
a
supposed to
wonderful
be writing
thing.
one too. Come to think of
Yes, ma'am, you were.
okay, is it too late? Because I'll be
No,
busy.
actually, it was today, so you got to midnight. But I'm gonna extend it because I love you. I I understand you just bought your brand new house. Congratulations to you, Queen. So I
Thank
understand
you.
you.
That's why there's
You
nothing behind me. I mean, I don't know if you've seen me online before, but
yeah, I saw nothing, but it's okay. It's
I
all
am like you. I flex with my degrees behind me.
yeah, you like, oh yeah. Yeah, exactly, right. So I understand. So that's why I was like, she just unpacking the pants. It's okay. We'll get her. We'll get her. So yes, it's I'm trying to get it done because I think in today's world we have to pass that baton to our next generations to really tell them how much they are appreciated and how much they mean to us. Like Michelle was talking about, making sure that they understand that they mean something to us and we want to
Yes.
leave a legacy for them. So I'm really trying to push this, and hopefully I'll be in networking somewhere where I can put these in one of those books in Maryland and in one of those high schools or in one of those
Oh,
elementary
I'm,
schools.
I'm going to tell you, you are absolutely going to love visiting the high schools. Um,
Yes.
Michelle had a great time.
Mhm.
Mark had a great time. And for Mark, because I believe he was probably the youngest author that we had. So
Mm.
for him, it felt full circle because he remembered being in the audience
Oh
when
wow.
people would come to visit his school, and then he
Mm.
got to be a visitor. So for him, it
Wow.
was a good full circle moment for him.
Hmm.
And I think that's the case for a lot of people.
Hmm.
They actually get to present to kids because sometimes when we're doing things, they're like, "Oh, it's no big deal. Nobody
Hmm.
cares. Everybody's doing this," but everybody's not doing this.
Right.
And
And I thank you for what you're doing. This is amazing. This is amazing. Thank you for the invitation because, full circle, like I said, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I wouldn't have been thinking that I was an author, a publisher, any of that, and being able to, showcase my work to somebody is just a full circle for me. So thank you for, extending that offer to me and allowing me to see other beautiful literary people in the same room, even like with Shanita's events, just the most wonderful event where you can see yourself. It's other people that look like you in a room, and being able to do this with you. And of course, February, Black History Month is amazing. So full
oh,
circle, and I'm have the ability to go with my best friend, which is Aloja Hatley.
yes,
It's
I'm looking forward to
amazing.
meeting her as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
cool,
seems like she's
cool
so.
chick. She's a cool chick.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Now,
Yeah, yeah.
one other thing I did want to tell you guys
Mhm.
is, especially since we're talking about the kids, is we actually are having an essay contest for
Wow.
eighth and ninth graders. Um,
Wow. Okay.
yes, so if you have a preteen or a junior high student, they need to be a part of this. They're going to get a
Yeah.
cash prize. They'll be able to read their essay um, at the um, at the brunch. And if
Wow.
you are not in the DC area, but you still want to take part, you still absolutely can. We will Zoom you in
Mhm.
so you can your kid can read their essay in front of the audience. And
That's amazing.
yes, I'm telling you, you do want to be a part of this event. So if you have an eighth or a ninth grader, just you can. I'm putting the website in the chat. This is my website, mtwimagesolutions.com. Just go to the Black History Month Literary Weekend page, and the application is there. You can download the application from that page. And the deadline is February 2nd. There will be a winner from each grade chosen, and they will absolutely get their cash money. So we want you to
Yes.
be part of that. So I'm
That's amazing.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
a great event, and
Yeah.
there's so much that happens during the weekend. It can almost get overwhelming. Not for y'all,
Mhm.
y'all can have fun, but for me,
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure we're doing things great because
Yeah.
we almost ran out of time last year, but this year
Wow.
make sure that we get everything in there so everybody has to stick to the timeline.
Yeah,
That we
I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. Truly excited. Oh my God, this, like I said, is full circle for me. I'm so excited. I'm just really looking forward because I'm from, well, I lived in Virginia for 22 and a half years. So going back to the DMV is, stumping grounds for me. So I'm excited to go back to the DMV to just hang out with some friends that I haven't seen in a while. But being a part of this is going to be amazing, totally amazing. So I'm
Well,
excited.
tell your friends to get tickets to.
Oh yeah, Gloria, I know you out there. That's the one that was doing the LOL with
Oh,
Michelle. So, yeah, so she up that way, sis. I need you to get some tickets now. Okay, we got to go to Tyson's Corner somewhere. But yes, but I'm excited about going back to the DMV. I'm excited about, like I said, meeting all the different wonderful authors. I heard Mark was a part of it. I really would love to meet him, but and he's a phenomenal writer. His love letter
he is,
or
and
his
he
poem
takes his
was
writing so
amazing.
seriously.
Yes, amazing writer. All the people that were able to give their letters
Oh,
was
Gloria says she's logged in and has questions about the tickets. Okay, message me and let me know what questions you have, and then I will answer them. And since you are already, oh, you want to know general versus VIP? Oh, well, let me tell you about the VIP. All right, for those of you who get VIP, first of all, your meal. It's going to be a buffet brunch. However, if you have VIP, your meal is going to be served to you instead of you getting the brunch. For me, that's enough right there. But you are also going to get a VIP swag bag with some really nice, fabulous gifts inside. And you're going to get a welcome drink, and you're going to have choice seating, so you'll be seated closest to the action. So that's the VIP ticket. I think you're gonna enjoy the VIP. So that was, I know. Hopefully, I answered your question, Gloria. But I would love to see you there.
me
Now,
too.
now I'm gonna show you guys one more video just so you'll see what the brunch is all about. I didn't mean to try to show that to y'all again. That was my bad.
Nice. It looks like it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I love the brunch. This is my 8th year doing this event.
Wow.
We did it in 2020, believe it or not, because the world shut down right after this event.
Wow. Look, they got some good food before it shut down.
Right.
Yes,
And in 2021, we did not do the full event, but we did kind of a happy hour. I got a little scared because I thought that COVID was going away, and then the numbers went back up again. So I wanted canceling the event, but we at least had a small happy hour for Black History Month. And in 2022, we went full force with everything.
Yeah.
And that was the year when Mark and Shanita and everybody came.
Yeah.
And everybody really enjoyed themselves. And then in 2023, I take that back. That was 2023 that I did everything. I'm starting to not doing. Okay, 2022 was the 2022 was the happy hour. And I guess maybe I didn't do anything for 2021 because of those COVID numbers.
For the pandemic.
I know what it was. In 2021, I did the event totally online.
Oh,
I did a 6-hour virtual Black History Month event.
wow. That is creative to the max. 6 hours.
And it was awesome. I mean,
wow.
And there were so many people who helped support, and a lot of people who work in the background to make sure that everything went boom, boom, boom. And It was good. Yep. See, Larita was there. She's like, it was virtual. Thank you,
Oh,
Larita.
wow. Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, 2021, it was a 6-hour virtual event. And Larita was a huge part of making sure that everything went smoothly.
Wow.
And 2022 was the happy hour.
Mm-hmm.
And 23 is when we brought the full event back. That was last year. And then 2024, this is going to be an event that you're going to be in.
Yes, yes. Like I said, I'm totally, just totally grateful having the opportunity to be a part of it.
Well, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I think this is the first time we're going to be able to see each other face to face, and I feel like we've been knowing each other for years.
Yes, yes. We talk. Look, we talk. We chat. We text, and it's like, "Hey, Queen, how you doing?" You know. So I'm excited to be able to see you face to face and be able to say, "Oh yeah, okay, I can see you." Yeah, so I'm excited about it. Totally excited about, like I said, seeing all the beautiful faces in the building and other people coming from different places. So I'm excited
Yes,
about it. Totally.
yes. So
Yeah.
I want you guys. I'm going to put your website for Allure Publishing
Yep.
in the chat. So for anybody who would like more information about Dr. Calenthia and all that she's doing, um, her website is now in the chat, and I put it on the screen right here. And that's Allure with one L, not two L's.
Right, and it's actually Allure Publishing. You can do both, but I'm moving stuff from over Allure Publishing LLC to
Okay.
allurepublishing.net.
Okay, so let me put that down. allurepublishing.net.
Yes.
Without
New year,
the
new
LLC on it,
opportunity.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so is that good?
Yes, ma'am. Allurepublishing.net.
All right, so you want to go to this website so you can learn more about Dr. Calenthia and her books and the books that she has been publishing. Because,
Yes.
like I said, she's not just an author, she's also a publisher.
Yes.
So get more information about her then. If you would like to go to the jazz brunch on February 24th, do not forget, you still have time because the show's still going on. You still have time to get that 20% off if you're going to order a general admission ticket. So don't forget that. And I'm just excited. You guys are the first two authors that we're featuring. The whole next 2 months is going to be all
Wow.
about our Black History Month Literary Weekend authors. So
Yes.
next week, we're going to be talking with Shartia Jones and Dr. Audrey-Ann Moses. Yeah, I'm
looking forward to networking with the children's authors, because actually I'm getting ready to do a children's book with my granddaughter. Also as well too. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to actually, getting some nuggets from Michelle, and I believe the other children's author, Dr. I think, what's her name? I think she's coming on next week. She's a children's author.
Dr. Audrey-Ann Moses. She's not a children's author.
Somebody's a children's author as well too, outside Michelle. I thought it was two.
Shartia is she has some children's books.
Okay.
Derek Jacoby Washington has children's books. Emily, I know who you're thinking. You're thinking about Dr. Woolcock.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to them, because this will be my first. I have an author that has done a children's book, and she's working on her second one. And so she says, one more question.
I got you right here. There's the code. I just put it on screen. Let me make sure. See, you've been trying to get your ticket, so let me make sure that you get your ticket, because I don't want them telling you that it's too late to get your code. You're gonna get your 20% off, Miss Gloria.
I love my sister. My sister is so supportive, as well as my rest of my family. So I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm looking forward to networking with those wonderful authors. Like I said, I'm wanting to do something with my granddaughter, as I'm getting ready to do a podcast in a couple weeks about generational wealth. And so I
Yes.
want to make sure my granddaughter is a part of this Allure Publishing thing so that she can see what it's like to put pen to paper and doing it with her, as she calls me, her Mimi.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I wrote a story with my daughter, and it's a fun. I'm telling you, it's a fun process. With me, I gave my daughter the opportunity to decide how the book
Yes.
should go.
Exactly. My granddaughter is 7. And so we were sitting down one day and I was at my office and I was doing something with one of my books. And she says, Mimi, what are you doing? I said, Mimi's writing some stuff, some chapters in her book. She says, well, I want to write a book. I said, okay, well, tell me what you want to write. And I'm telling you, these children are so far advanced than what we were at their age. And I says, well, what do you want to write? And she says, I want to write about my asthma, Mimi. So her book
Oh,
is about her journey through asthma. So
oh, that's so sweet. I
yeah.
love that.
So I'm excited
And,
about what it's
and a
going to look
child
like.
knows how to break it down so another child will understand.
Exactly. So I'm giving her full reins to do whatever she wants and put what she wants to put in because she's 7. Like you say, they know how to talk to their peers at 7. So I'm
Yes.
excited about that. So hopefully we'll have it out for her birthday, which is March 1st.
Okay,
So
wonderful. Well, congratulations on that. I look forward to reading that once it's ready.
yes.
I think we should end the show. We've gone over time, but it
Yes.
was so worth it. It was way worth it.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. But no, thank you for first of all being a part of the event. Thank you for coming on the show tonight, and
Oh, you're
I
welcome.
really enjoyed our conversation.
Yes.
Whatever we can cultivate writing in our young children is beautiful. It still bursts creativity in a world full of technology. You are so right, Mark.
Yes,
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 yes.
yes. And that's the most important thing because that's something we can leave for them and they can always go back and read it. And if I can just say one thing before I leave and before we close out, I have one thing that I've always tell people, and it's one of the things that I put in my book, A Love Letter to Me. I told somebody one day, they were complaining about their failures. And so what I told them was setbacks are not failures. There are opportunities for us to reevaluate our assignment.
Yes.
So never think that your failures are not unseen. They're just sometimes you got to reevaluate what you're doing in life. So
Absolutely. And yes, Michelle, we see you. I thought I had highlighted your comment, but I highlighted it again just in case.
oh yeah, she did. Oh, I think she said is she does she have a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old?
But she said something about a 15-year-old.
I thought Michelle
I
said
thought the
she had a
12-year-old. She said her daughter became an author at 12.
Oh, okay. So maybe she's 15 now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. She
Mm-hmm.
became an author at 12 years old. She's 15 now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. So
All right.
excited. So
Well,
it was
yeah.
a pleasure to actually speak with you, Queen. I'm looking forward to seeing you face to face in a few weeks. Just like I said, truly grateful and a privilege to be a part of this Black History Literary Weekend.
And I'm just really happy to have you, and I feel like it's a privilege to have you as a part of it. I mean, I'm telling you, when people who don't know me very well see the vision and they say they want to be a part of this, it's an honor for me because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, people who don't know me are seeing what I'm trying to do and they trust me, and so because you trust me to come out here, I
Mm-hmm.
want to make sure that I give you a phenomenal experience.
Oh yeah, when you first introduced it to me, I was like, okay, I'm on it. What you need me to do?
You did.
Like what you need me to do. So when you know that it's right and you know you're in a circle of people with like minds and have a vision and you want to be a part of that vision, then you automatically just say yes. You automatically say yes. So
Yes. Miss Gloria, I know you said the promo code's not working. Try it one more time. You may have to back out and try again. And for anybody else who wants to use the code for tonight, the promo code is Horizons. There we go. I put it on the screen. The promo code is Horizons. So if you are trying to get your tickets tonight, during the live show, and the live show is still going on, the promo code will work up until 9 p.m. So that's why I said you may have to back out and come back in, but I extended the code until 9 p.m. for anybody who wants to get the code tonight to get that 20% discount on your ticket. And let's see, get the number from. Oh, she wants me to give you her number.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I will do that. I will do that. I will do that. Okay. No
All right.
worries.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining
You're
us tonight
welcome. Thank
for
you.
Horizons Author Lounge. I really enjoy doing this show. It always feels like a little reunion when I'm talking to people.
Yeah, well, we had such a good time the last time we talked, which was on confessions.
Yes.
From the car to the garage to the office. We took a whole tour to Baltimore to get to your house.
I remember that. You're right.
Yeah. So hey, we're gonna be riding again together. So it's all
Yes.
good.
Yes.
So many blessings to you, my queen, and I will see you in a few weeks.
All right. All right. I'll see you then. God bless
Okay.
you.
God bless.
Bye bye. All right, you guys, that is it for Horizons Author Lounge. I want to thank you once again for joining us tonight. Remember, if you want to get your tickets tonight, the promo code is Horizons. You will get 20% off. The promo code will only be good until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So don't waste any time. Get your tickets tonight. If you would like to be a part of the Ivory and Cream Affair Jazz Brunch, it's going to be amazing. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for your support. And before I leave, just a somber moment. I just want to dedicate this show to my friend Nashuma Knight, who just recently passed away. She was in a car accident and she passed away due to her injuries. And I love her. I'm gonna miss her. But I just really wanted to make sure that I acknowledge her tonight. And this show is dedicated to her. So God bless you, Nashuma, and the angels will be watching over you. So that's all I have for tonight, guys. Um, I will see you next week when we interview Shartia Love Jones and Dr. Audrey Ann Moses. And that's all we have for tonight. God bless you. Bye.